have ancestry.com, and so I go in there and I do everything, a lot of files and so forth. I'm going to trace back to my great-great-grandparents.
Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you.
Good morning. My name is Anne-Marie Yule. My pronouns are she and her. I am a member of the Finance Committee, and I'm delighted to welcome you here, whether you are visiting this morning or a regular member. Please check with a greeter if you have any questions. Today we acknowledge that we are located in a place that was once the Wampanoag village of Patuxent. We strive to follow their example and be faithful stewards to this sacred land. Today is Pledge Sunday, and our service will be presented by the Finance Committee as well as other members of the congregation. We are live streaming on YouTube every Sunday, and we welcome you to our service. It would be wonderful if you could join us in person when you are able. However, when you're not, YouTube is a wonderful option. Our Joys and Concerns portion of the service will be edited out so we can ensure privacy. Because our services vary from week to week, we suggest you visit us again to experience the variety of worship we offer. If you are a visitor, please consider signing the guest book, which is in the foyer, so you can receive our weekly e-blast. Please join us after service for coffee hour in the parlor. Whoever you are, whomever you love, whatever you believe, wherever you are on your journey, let us walk together this hour.
Gotta keep walking it.
So somebody got an idea, then they go tucking it. We show up to make it real, and then we go building the path of love. And now we gotta keep walking it.
Gotta keep walking it.
Ooh, ooh.
Gotta keep walking it.
And now we gotta keep walking it.
Gotta keep walking it.
And now we gotta keep walking it.
Good morning. Everyone ready for tomorrow? Plenty of books to read or movies to watch, or because cleanup probably won't be till Tuesday morning. Come, come, whoever you are. Do you hear that voice calling you, calling us? That voice which calls us together here today in this room, made holy by our presence and by the sacred breath we share in our singing and speaking and silence. That voice which calls us to remember that we are not alone and that we are inextricably linked to all other life, woven into a tapestry of existence of which we are a powerful, integral, and holy part. And just as we have been called together here today, we act as the voice, the heart of another call. The call to walk with wanderers, sing and dance with worshipers, proclaim the memory of those who have taken their leave from us, wrap the despairing and the broken in the arms of love and community, and hold the hands of all of us who have broken our vows and call us back, again and again, to the covenant and work of justice, humility, and steadfast faithfulness. For this we are here together today. So, my friends, come yet again. Come, let us worship together.
If you can please rise in body and spirit and join in our chalice lighting and recite our couplets. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to speak the truth in freedom, to speak the truth in love, and to help one another. Please remain standing for hymn number 346. Come sing a song with me. I was going to say, please be seated, but that was on my list. What can you do? What can you give? This is what the children upstairs are going to be talking about. So I'm going to be asking some questions. I would ask you to answer me, but I want you to just think in your head because I don't want the service to run too long. And we have a lot to get through. And there's some kind of a storm coming. So these are the things that the children will be talking about and they'll be asked. What are the things you like about church? Give it a minute. What are the things you like? During the year, we've talked about giving back and donating and about giving time to help make things better for us. We've picked up garbage. These are the kids. We've picked up garbage, made cards for people, and we'll be collecting food for animals soon. Just to name a few ways we've tried to make the world a better place. Today and this month, the adults in our congregation will talk about and make a commitment to support and make a difference for this church, our Spirit's home. They'll be asked to decide how important this place is and how they can support it. When we come to church, we feel connected. We get to see our friends, and we get to learn about ourselves and others. We also come together to find ways to make a difference in the world, from signing petitions to neighborhood recycling projects to chocolate auctions and more. So here are a few real-life stories of young heroes that make a difference. The bottle and can champion. In Oxford, Michigan, a 4-year-old named Easton Peterson turned a preschool charity project into a massive community effort by collecting returnable cans and bottles from neighborhoods and local businesses. He raised $2,000 for canine stray rescue to provide food and warmth for homeless dogs. A 4-year-old. The lemonade legend. 9-year-old Ben Miller from Boise, Idaho, had become a local legend at the Idaho Humane Society. After noticing during a visit with his grandmother that some cats didn't have toys, he began running an annual lemonade stand. In a single weekend, he raised an incredible $1,150 to buy toys and supplies for the shelter. Positive birthdays. Instead of asking for new toys or games, 9-year-old Matthew Hartman from Long Island requested donations for Guardians of Rescue. He successfully raised $1,325, continuing a 3-year tradition of donating his birthday money to various charitable causes. Pennies for Pets Drive. 8-year-old Violet Schultz didn't just donate her money, she organized her entire school. After presenting her idea to the student council, she placed donation buckets in every classroom and spent her Friday afternoons collecting the money. She raised nearly $300 in handmade 30 cat beds for the Best Friends Animal Sanctuary. What I'm going to ask the children to do is to come up with another idea rather than pennies for pets, because no more pennies. The Holiday Hero. In Patrick County, Virginia, 5-year-old Noah Beasley leads an annual holiday fundraiser for his local animal shelter. Using a GoFundMe page and donation jars at local cafes and stores, he's raised over $2,100 to ensure shelter animals have a Merry Christmas with plenty of food and treats. When kids set their minds to helping animals, they often prove that you are never too small to make a big difference. Imagine what a difference we can make when we combine with the Social Action Committee to collect food for animals. How many pounds of food do you think we can collect and make a difference? Let them make predictions, and then let's hope we set a goal and make them. How much money do you think the adults are willing to pledge and make a difference in our church? Can these kids in this church find a way to make a difference in the church? Come up with some ideas. The two of you are here. That's a lot to think about. Let's think about it as we go on our journey of learning and discovery, and feel free to work it out any way you want. Now Stephanie will lead the children out. Am I supposed to sing too? I don't mind.
Community Means Strength by Starhawk. We are all longing to go home to some place we have never been. A place half remembered and half envisioned, we can only catch glimpses of from time to time. Community. Somewhere there are people to whom we can speak with passion, without having the words catch in our throats. Somewhere a circle of hands will open to receive us. Eyes will light up as we enter. Voices will celebrate with us whenever we come into our own power. Community means strength that joins our strength to do the work that needs to be done. Arms to hold us when we falter, a circle of healing, a circle of friends, someplace where we can be free.
I would just like to say one thing before this reading. And by the way, Diane Stillman found these readings, which we thought were wonderful, so that's why we're using them today. Buildings and Grounds somehow is taking the blame for these winter storms and the budget overflow. Glenn has, in a very kind way, asked if we could somehow keep the snow plowing cost down. But while Fred and I are capable of many wondrous achievements, the weather still eludes us, so that we are not responsible for the snow plowing cost. I just want to put that out there because we're getting a couple of bad looks on occasion. This is from Albert Rios. One river gives its journey to the next. We give because someone gave to us. We give because nobody gave to us. We give because giving has changed us. We give because giving could have changed us. We have been better for it. We have been wounded by it. Giving has many faces. It is loud and quiet, big though small, diamond in wood nails. Its story is old, the plot worn and the pages too, but we read this book anyway, over and again. Giving is, first and every time, hand to hand, mine to yours and yours to mine. You gave me blue and I gave you yellow. Together we are simple green. You gave me what you did not have and I gave you what I had to give. Together we made something greater from the difference.
Use on Sunday. Our church needs each and every dime. Spare us the stall points, pull out your ball points, and get your pledge to us on time. We've got to have a balanced budget. Income and outgo gotta rhyme. If not, we'll rue it. You all can do it, just get your pledge to us on time. When we become calling, unlatch your door. You'll make us happy just by pledging more. Yes, we're going to canvass you some Sunday.
I don't think it's fair that I follow that. Good morning. My name is Sharon Clark. As you might have guessed, since my name is already in the order of service a couple of times. But for those who are here who don't know me or those watching online, I am Sharon Clark. My husband and Ron joined First Parish in Plymouth in 1986 when we moved from Ron's hometown of Weymouth to our first home in Carver in April of that year. If Carver had had a UU church, I would be standing at a very different podium this morning. But they didn't. And along with our 2 young children, Jason and Jessica, we found our way here by May. Years before, I had attended the Weymouth UU Church as Ron's girlfriend. He was a true born UU. I was unchurched at the time, having been born, raised, baptized, and confirmed a Catholic. I had broken the news to my parents that I was an atheist around 16, as I am today. And that story is the subject of a service Ron and I have been working on together. Suffice to say that when we were married in 1977, in a UU ceremony by our own minister, who wore a hot pink ceremonial robe, my little Italian relatives whispered among themselves at the reception, wondering when we were going to do communion. The 40 years I've spent at First Parish have enriched me in so many ways. I think I've served on every committee except Buildings and Grounds and Finance, both for really obvious reasons if you knew either my fix-it or budgeting skills. I believe I've had 8 ministers or so, some I've loved, and at least one that caused me to take a break for a while. When Jessie was 9, our daughter, she joined a cheer squad that we didn't realize met on games for Sunday morning. We let her finish the season, took her out. Such was our commitment to religious education here at First Parish. And I was probably teaching her class the next year anyway. Those insanely busy years of child rearing always had a little quiet time on Sunday morning. The impressive majesty of the meeting house, which folded so calmly into peacefulness, was worth braving the cold and finding a parking space. The Christmas Eve service are some of my blessed memories. The sound of 25 or more kids in different classes assaulting the snacks at Fellowship Hall can still make me smile. And the thought of that old oven and old boiler still make me shudder, as it does Ron, I'm sure. So I've seen some changes during my time at First Parish, but I remain as committed as ever. In retirement, I have more time to give, and Zoom meetings do make it a little easier, although I really hate the way I look in that little square. But time is one thing, and our congregation simply could not survive without all of the hands-on participation, and I don't have time nor the need to tell you how this place runs on volunteer energy and ideas. But it also cannot survive without our pledges. You knew I'd get there. So why do I give? Every reason I give is right here in this chapel right now. I pledge to keep the lights on, and the heat during the winter, and paper in the printer for our order of service. I pledge to have our music director inspire us, and our religious director inspire our children, and our office administrator to keep it all flowing. I pledge to keep this place safe with rising insurance costs, as Ron will attest. I pledge to give our Social Action Committee a place to do the work that is so important to the mission of First Parish. I pledge because repairs are necessary, unavoidable, and sometimes expensive. I pledge because technology is giving us the ability to reach beyond these walls. And I pledge because we want to find the right minister to lead First Parish to our next chapter, whatever that may be, and to be able to pay that person to bring us further than we've ever gone before. And I'll be right with that. In short, I pledge because the people sitting here now, and those of you watching, you're my friends, whether I know you or not. You are all people I want to work together with for the common good. First Parish gives my life purpose and direction and meaning I do not find outside, especially in these times. It gives me a place to rant and rave and then be okay. And I pledge to keep that. I'd like to bring Harrison Quinn up next. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Harrison Quinn, and I joined First Parish Plymouth about 3 years ago. 4 years ago, the idea of me joining a church would have been completely unthinkable. Yet here I am. In a nutshell, I went from going to church every weekend to giving up on that church to joining this church. Now I'm the chair of the outreach committee to help other people and convince them to join this church. So, I really did not see that coming. My religious journey is much like many others probably in this room. I was raised in one belief, but I had many unanswered questions. And because of that, I moved on from how I was raised. As a child, church was a place my parents would just drop me off at. And my brother and I would go Sunday mornings and we'd sit as far as possible away at the very end of the church and we would just kind of listen to a lecture for an hour and a half. And then after that was an hour worth of Sunday school. In all those years, I can truthfully say the most memorable service was when one of the covers fell off the light fixture and shattered on the floor. I remember that more than anything else that I was taught in the 10 years that I would go to church every Sunday. And then we would walk across the street and go to Sunday school, in which either I was given a history lesson that I could not comprehend in my little mind, or I was just told flat out I was sinning constantly, so there was that. By the time I got to my late teens, it was clear that the church I was raised in was not going to be a part of my future. In fact, my religious journey throughout my childhood into my adulthood, until I really joined this church, could easily be summed up by the great American philosopher, Homer Simpson. In a conversation with God, Homer succinctly explains my own disillusionment with church and going to church. "I'm not a bad guy," Homer said to God. "I work hard and I love my kids. So why do I have to spend half my weekend to hear about how I'm going to hell?" To which Homer, being as bright as he was, stumped God. He said, "You know what?" God replied, "I too rather be watching football." When I moved on from the church that I was raised in, I admit it felt freeing. Like I knew something that others didn't. Because I wasn't going to be tied to some dogma that I just didn't vibe with. But as I grew older, and when I had a son, I started to realize that my life was still missing something. What was missing was this idea of a third place. A place that wasn't work or home. And, I do love my work, and I do love my home. But I knew that I needed more. It's just part of the human condition. To find acceptance in a group of people, work towards some type of common goal, and to have a place to learn. And I found that here at First Parish Plymouth. As a teacher, I tell my students 6 words to live by. Work hard, have fun, help others. I found that here at First Parish Plymouth. And as a parent, my son needs to meet people, different people, needs to play and be accepted. And I found that here at First Parish Plymouth. Where we are here today, in this church, in this chapel, well, it's more than just a church. It's a great place to expand who you are. It's a community, and it's an institution in our town. It is certainly more than just a place to just show up, sit for an hour, listen, and then leave for a week. I find a lot more here. Thank you. With that, I'd like to invite up Diane Stillman.
Needs to be significantly lower for me, Harrison. I'm Diane Stillman, and thank you for your patience in sitting through yet a third testimonial this morning. I'll try not to make it too dull. I'm Diane Stillman, and I joined First Parish in 2005, so about halfway between the other two. So when I was thinking about what to say today, I didn't want to only repeat my story because I've said that before here, and some of you might be rather bored. So what to say? I started thinking about the story of stone soup. I'm sure you all remember it. Much like Cinderella, it's an old one that appears in a variety of cultures all around the world. The essence of the story is a traveler who arrives at a village carrying an empty cooking pot. He asks for food throughout the village, and for any variety of reasons, no one will share with him. So he fills his pot with water, drops a large stone inside, and places the pot over a fire. The curious villagers see the pot with the stone inside and ask the villager what he is doing. The traveler replies, "I am making stone soup," and then offers to share the soup, but suggests it would be better with more ingredients. One by one, the villagers realize that they have something they can share and add it to the soup. The entire village ends up contributing something and gathers around the fire. Soon everyone enjoys a bowl of soup, which they declared was the best soup they had ever eaten. We have a long history. The original pot of First Parish was started boiling in 1620 when the Pilgrims landed in Plymouth and started their new community and established the church. Our founders gave us our location here in Plymouth and a structure as a free, independent congregation which establishes a covenant together and democratically elects our spiritual leader. Over the centuries that followed, many generations of members have brought their own contributions that have changed and sustained our church. First Parish has evolved from its Puritan roots to Congregationalism, to Unitarianism, to Unitarian Universalism. Over that time, generous financial contributions established a foundation for us, giving us our historic meeting house and the two buildings that now form our parish house. Notably, this chapel, where we sit, bears the name of the Brewster family who donated the building. And we have had the great pleasure of celebrating Ben's 100th birthday. Ben Brewster's 100th birthday this fall. There were more contributions over the years that we still rely on today. Our endowment, which you hear us in the Finance Committee go on and on about during budget meetings, is made up of generous contributions that members have made over the years to sustain this community long after they're gone. And today, the financial support of you, of our current members and friends, allow us to pay our staff, maintain our building, and support our programs. But while I am here representing the Finance Committee, I freely admit that while the finances are necessary for building our soup, they are more of a supporting ingredient, maybe the broth. There are so many more ingredients that have made our community nourishing and flavorful and worth our contributions. I will never be able to list all the ingredients that you have all brought to our soup, but I'll name a few. Those gifted in music and public speaking have contributed to inspiring services. Children have gifted us with laughter and energy and a fresh perspective. Social justice advocates have coordinated our efforts and have worked towards a more just, peaceful, and equitable world. Nurturing members have provided childcare and programming, meals for the ill, and a shoulder when needed. Organized individuals have led committees, done the bookkeeping, and balanced budgets. The technologically minded have purchased and set up equipment, posted services online, and managed our website and social media. The handy folk have made repairs, painted walls, and set up equipment. Spiritual practitioners among us have led us in meditation, dance, rituals, and silence. We have also brought ourselves, our patience, perseverance, passion, and humor, And being that we are human, we have also brought the bitter spices to round out the soup. Stubbornness, carelessness, pride, impatience, and all the other aspects that make us fully human and thus imperfect. Finally, we have brought our lives to the community, our personal joys and sorrows, our tragedies and triumphs. I apologize if I've belabored the metaphor, but I'm drawn to the stone soup story when thinking of First Parish, because for me, the essence of this community that makes it worth supporting is that we build it together. Those who came before us started the soup with their contributions. Those who are here now add to it and keep it vibrant. And I'm looking forward to meeting the new people who will join us and add their own flavors to the mix. We are a family of seekers, an intentional community sharing our challenges and our gifts and learning to love each other day by day. May we make a community together that will not only nourish our own souls, but that we can offer to strangers who stop by our fire and bring to the hungry souls in the world around us. Please rise in body and spirit and join us in hymn 318, We Would Be One.
Please be seated. It can buy a house, but not a home. It can buy a bed, but not sleep. It can buy a clock, but not time. It can buy a book, but not knowledge. It can buy a position, but not respect. It can buy medicine, but not health. It can buy blood, but not life. It can buy sex, but not love. So you see, money isn't everything, and it often causes pain and suffering. And we want to take away your pain and suffering. So now, for the life and work of this church, both here and in the wider community, the offering will be gratefully received. Oh. This is actually going to be in silence, I guess.
Sorry.
That it took 3 days from Emily's feeling ill for Lydia to put together the music that accompanies this service. So missing one piece, I think we can be forgiven.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lydia. Yes, and thank you both, Lydia and Anne, for stepping up with the music at the last minute. This way. Move it over. Okay. Now is the time in our service when we invite you all to come up, if you wish, and share the joys and sorrows in your personal life. And that's a final candle for all the joys and concerns in our community that have been unspoken but aren't unfelt. Please join me in a moment of silent reflection. May we go forward from this day, keeping each other's joys and sorrows in our hearts and striving to help one another.
Please join where you are in our song of reflection, Spirit of Life.
Spirit of light, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the air, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
We end our gathering with gratitude for camaraderie, shared wisdom, goodwill, and support that we extend to each other within this community. May we continue to bless each other with these gifts, And may we reflect those blessings back out into the world as we minister to those around us.
Coffee, 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 praise the strength of coffee. Early in the morn we rise with thoughts of only thee. Served fresh or reheated, dark by thee defeated, brewed black by perk, or drip, or instantly. Though all else we scoff at, we come to church for coffee. If we're late to congregate, we come in time for thee. Coffee, our one ritual, drinking it habitual, brewed black by perk, or drip, or instantly. Coffee, the communion of our union, symbol of our sacred ground, our one necessity. Feel the holy power at our coffee hour, brewed black by perk, or drip, or instantly.